Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode for Escaflowne. We are on episode 12, and that's it. We're on episode 12, so let's get this started. Three, two, one, go. So I guess the big event for this episode is going to be that the Duke of Freed has now arrived. Will now be able to see Alan and Sheed, his supposed son, next to each other. He's going to look at the eyes, he's going to look at the hair, he's going to look at the complexion, and then he's going to be like, motherfucker. I think he probably already knows. My guess is that he knows. At least I hope he knows, because if he finds out now, then Alan and his friends are just going to go right back to prison. Again. How many times is Vaughn going to be in prison in this show? I feel like he's been in prison every other episode. I know he hasn't been, but I feel like he has been. It's like the writers looked at the script like, okay, when was the last time Vaughn was in prison? 2 episodes? Throw that sucker in prison. We'll find a reason. I don't know why I think that. He has not been in prison that often. A couple times, but not that often. What? My man Zybok was already invading. All right, Malerna. All right. No more prison time for Alan and friends. Is she putting two and two together? Oh no. What did wait, has he been there? Also, it just kind of occurred to me, how has like Fulkin and Vaughn not accidentally discovered this power inside them already? Because clearly they do have it. Hitomi has shown Vaughn how to use the charm power. I don't know how I want to describe it, and he can. I mean, I guess they just don't know, right? They have no idea, so they wouldn't know to look for it. What is this guy's story? Ah, Marlene. Being a spy. The more I think about it, the more this seems kind of messed up that Malerna is pushing so hard to get with Alan, considering Alan was with Marlene. Although maybe she doesn't know to what extent. Oh my god. Oh, cool. We're seeing them actually doing work on Sword. Swords get nicks. It happens. No sword is pristine after combat. Come on. Oh, that is a good idea. What? And Zongi's death really got to her. Huh. Yeah, that death really messed her up. I mean, understandable. Seeing someone get crushed into a pile of goo and blood, that's probably not something to forget.
Excuse me, Duke Freyde?
Princess Malerna.
What is this place?
It was a villa that Marlene used when she was alive.
Wow. Huh. Wait a minute. That music machine is playing the intro. Wow. What is the age difference with Malerna and Alan? She looks like she's 10. What? What are the chances? Assuming that's her diary. Ah, okay. So he's practicing his vision. Okay. You're like 5. You have to give it time. About your real dad. It's weird. Mom never told me a story about dad. Just kept talking about this Alan guy. That's a lie. He's just lying to this kid. Ah, well, okay. Way to go, Vaughn. God, she's gonna see this kid's death. she's gonna, he's just gonna be brutally murdered. Malarna knows about Alan and Marlene, doesn't she? You know that Princess Aries knows about Alan and Marlene. Oh, okay, so she didn't know. Okay, okay. So, okay, they're going to be putting it together. There we go. Yep. All right, well. Anyway, on to more pleasant matters like, hey, Zybok's invading. Don't need to worry about that whole thing. My god, they're called demon armies? Why is anyone allied with these guys? Oh, this is Adelphos. We've heard of him before. First time seeing him, though. Oh, so they have a lot of these stealth machines. I was hoping it was just a small group. I mean, Freed's dead. Finalia couldn't handle like 4 of these things. And now there's what, hundreds of stealth suits? This just isn't fair. $10,000? Oh man. 10,000? Maybe they're not all stealth tech. Maybe that is still just a small group. Because if there's 10,000 stealth suits, like, this is over. You would need, like, 5,000 Vaughns out there. Oh yeah, here it comes. Oh my god. Maybe you should be talking about this in the hangar. Oh, he's not. Okay, so maybe it's just the Landau's group that has the stealth tech, right? That's still bad enough. The other ones are just like normal suits, right? Probably. Maybe. Well, okay, so the end of this episode, the Duke, I think the Duke knows. The way that he said that line, he knows. But is he in denial, or is it more of like, I know that this child isn't mine, but I will raise him as my own? I don't know. I don't know. But it seems like he knew before he overheard this conversation. um, Now the only one that doesn't know is Sheed. Wonder when he's gonna find that out. Because Atomi found out in her reading, Malerna found out in the diary reading, and then got confirmation from Alan, even though she doesn't want to believe it. So man, this is all sorts of messed up. Alan has been painted in a new color because this whole time he's been leading Malerna on, maybe even more so. I mean, like, they have kissed. If they've kissed, like, maybe they've done a little bit more. I don't know. But I mean, he has a son with Malerna's sister, man. How are you gonna get all smoochy on the sister of your dead, not wife, but might as well have been? I don't know, man. That seems just kind of messed up. That seems really messed up. You know? Yeah, that just seems kind of messed up. Like, I mean, it's not like it's incestuous. Like, it's not wrong in the sense of, I don't even know how I don't even know how you classify that. Biblical, like a biblical sense. Like, it's not wrong in a bib. I don't know how else to say it. By law, let's say it's not wrong in like a law sense, but like it's just one of those things, right? It's like one of those unspoken rules. If your friend dated somebody, you don't go around and date that person after your friend breaks up with them. I guess unless you get from like, I mean, even if your friend is like, it's okay, you can date them. Like, it's still like, you know, it's just one of those unspoken rules. There's thousands of unspoken rules we can go over right now, and one of those unspoken rules is don't get with the sibling of a person you were engaged to. You know, like, that's just all sorts of wrong, Alan. What the fuck? At least maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks that. It just may be kind of weird. Anyway, so that happened. Now the Zybok Empire's invasion is here. I don't know how Freed is going to stop this. I guess, we'll find that out. I'm assuming they are outnumbered. They didn't tell us the numbers of their suits. I'm going to guess it is not 10,000. especially since they are just a duchy. Um, Duchies are typically smaller than kingdoms. Dukes are. Listen, let me talk to you about a game called Crusader King. Okay, it goes Duke, then you become a king, then you become an emperor. Like that's just how it is. There's a ladder here. Typically, if you're a duke, you're in control of much. Well, it doesn't have to be much fewer, but definitely fewer territories than a king is, or especially an emperor is. And the Zybok Empire has so many forces. They have 4 different generals that have their own custom armor that have surrounded the entire country. So like we don't know the size of the force of Freed, but we know it's not Zybok size. There's no way they have enough for all 4 of the demon armies. How are you gonna ever side with someone whose armies are called the demon armies? You are mad. You immediately get into an alliance with everybody else around and you kill them. If anyone comes out here like, okay, our demon army of justice or demon army of what the hell are their names? Demon army of rhinos? I don't know. They all announce their own names. I don't know what they have names, whatever. The point is, you kill them. You do your best to destroy them because clearly they are evil. No good people name their armies demon army. That's not what you do. Um, unless you're Delandau and you're an idiot and you're just like, okay, I'm going to wear our intentions on our sleeves by naming my army Demon Army of Conquering. Like. But anyway, I assume we're going to be seeing some fights in the next episode. We saw a little bit of Mole Guy again, listening in on Alan and Malerna. I still don't know his story. I assume he works for the King of Astoria, and that's why he's still over here keeping tabs on Malerna and telling the king, like, why does he work for the king? I don't know. We don't know his backstory. He's just weird, creepy, pervert, spy, mole guy, and he's just here. I don't know what he's doing. Anything else? Anything else? I think that's kind of it. I mean, the big thing this episode was the emperor. The emperor learned of Hitomi, so now he is aware of this girl, and he's going to try and probably capture her for his own power. But then besides that, the main thing was, Alan and Marlene's forbidden love, forbidden lust, and the forbidden child of Sheed. We'll see what happens in the next episode. We got war, and we've got forbidden love. Let's see how those play out. But that will happen in the next episode, everybody. So thank you for listening. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.